Before starting my project, I had to build an understanding of the area that I would be working with. For my A2 coursework, I was required to make a short film, a film poster, and a review of the film that I have created. A short film is any film not long enough to be considered a feature film. The BFI defines a short film to last up to 40 minutes. A short film gives upcoming filmmakers the chance to show what they can create without the budget of a feature-length film. This meant that I had to conduct research to find what type of films individual filmmakers have created whilst keeping to a low budget. To help my understanding of short films, I analysed existing films that I found on sites such as YouTube.com and VirginMediaFilms.com. The films that I analysed in detail were Thirst, TikTok and 220. One of the main conventions that I have found from the short films I have researched was they mainly focus on either a prop or a character in the film. I kept this in mind when thinking about what I should do for my short film by combining them both and having the prop and the character linked together in my short film. When researching these films, I looked at how they have a conventional storyline and follow the theories, such as Thirst, as this follows Todor's narrative theory, as the main character repairs the disruption of him not being able to drink the water. One short film that really stood out to me and followed the conventions of a drama film was 220. The drama conventions that I would expect to see in a short film is the emotional music that accompanies the short film, the iconic lighting that is the main feature of many of the shots, such as the black and white tint added to the short film TikTok. This film also shows real-life situations and how it portrays the journey of different characters. In 220, the story focuses on an unnamed character who is spending his time waiting for someone. He then gets drawn away by another character in this short film, where she gives him a pair of glasses. This is the prop that the short film focuses on. This is also the idea that I use when creating my short film. Having the characters referring to the book follows the conventions of the short films that I have analysed by focusing on either a character or a prop. The use of my focus groups provided me with this idea. Another way that my short film follows the conventions of real media products is that it follows the structure of other films. This is taken from the research that I have conducted from some student examples. They use flashbacks to look at the positive memories of someone's life, making it an unconventional narrative. The short film TikTok is also an unconventional narrative because the film is shot in all one take and has been reversed, which is good for a film of a drama genre because it may engage the audience with what is happening in the character's past. Background information of the character is very important as it can make the narrative more understandable. When looking at the locations, the examples that I have researched use a variety from exotic locations, such as the desert, to the corridors of a university. This meant that I could use ordinary locations in my short film, as I would not need exotic locations to engage the audience. Having an ordinary setting is also a positive for the audience, as they can now focus on the character's behaviour and the dialogue in the shots rather than the setting of the scene. All three short films that I have analysed focus on mainly one character, making the audience build simple relationships with the character in the shot. With the use of point of view shots, they can also see what it would be like to be in their situation. The research that I did on these short films also showed me how important dialogue, sound effects and voiceovers can be in an extract. Keeping this in mind when creating my short film, the voiceovers and dialogue have to support the narrative of my short film. The voiceovers would also have an important role in my short film as they would help me show the character's emotions without the use of dialogue. When conducting my audience research and pitching my original idea to the audience, I told them how I wanted to revolve my film around a person's life, looking back at the turning points in their life. The feedback that I received showed that I should focus on one character's life and have a moral to the story. After gaining this research, I had built the idea of what I was going to create for my short film. Many of the short films that I had researched also showed a moral to their story. For example, the short film Thirst shows that it is never a bad thing to share. The character is not allowed to drink water. meaning he may have been cursed, stopping him from drinking the water as it turns into sand. After he asks the female character for some water, she rejects him. The curse is then handed over to the female character and is lifted off the male character. The final edit of my short film, Forever With Us, lasts 5 minutes and 14 seconds. Even though the narrative may be challenging to follow, the active audience will understand who the film is revolving around. The use of the book in my short film also helps the audience understand what is happening, as it acts as the spine of the story. My film poster also follows conventions of real media products, especially with drama films. After doing my research on film posters, I noticed the use of faded characters into the background of a poster, which may indicate that they have passed away in the film. For example, The Giver. This film poster has 2 characters located in the centre of the poster, taking the reader's attention. However, when looking in the background of the poster, we can see 2 elderly characters faded away into the poster. I have used this faded effect in my film poster to show the audience that this character has an important role in the narrative of my film. The conventions of a drama film poster is having the main characters located in the middle of the poster to show the audience who is being featured in the film. Another convention that I followed is the language used in my film review, as I have to keep it similar to the language used in an Empire magazine. I have also applied it to my target audience. I've tried not to challenge the conventions of a drama film review and have stayed with the traditional Empire technique. I feel that my film review was very specific towards my target audience, however, I still believe it would fit in an Empire magazine. My film review also follows the conventions of real media products, as it has the base design of the 2015 Empire magazine, making it look realistic and would not look out of place in a magazine.